Welcome back to AWS Pi Day. I'm Jasmine Kiles, and I'm joined here with a special guest along with my co-host.
Hi, I'm co-host. My name is Adrian Samuel. I'm a partner architect here at AWS, but nobody's here to see me. Everybody's here to see Mr. Jeff Barr. Jeff, how are you doing, sir?
Hi there. I'm special guest. I'm Jeff Barr, and I was having a great time watching Pi Day today. Listened, took a lot of notes, and actually learned a lot.
Yeah. Jeff, I bet it's probably hard to say this was my favorite part of Pi Day, but what do you think? What stood out to you?
We talked about a lot of interesting features, and something I loved is that Andy talked about the fact that we've done 98 data and analytics launches since reInvent 24, which, when I kind of think back, that just seems like reInvent 24 was not that long ago, but close to 100 is pretty amazing. That the pace of innovation just never stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I blinked and reInvent was just right around the corner. I remember, taking the badge off, walking out, and thinking, oh man, get to slow down a little bit. Incorrect. If anything, the rate of launches, the iteration, it just speeds up more and more throughout the year.
It never ever seems to slow down. And something that kind of blows my mind is the fact that S3 is kind of old, right? S3 is 19 years old at this point, and at this point, most software systems that are reaching 2 decades, they're somewhat steady state. Maybe they're bug fixing, maybe they're doing a little bit of fine tuning, but with S3, we're still finding fundamental ways to make it better and better and broadening the surface area for our customers, which I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I would say we do that by listening to our customers. We get that customer feedback and say, what are the places that you're having challenges? And we got to hear about some of those challenges and like some of those features that we're building in. So we started the day with like S3 metadata, and then we kind of continued on. What else had stood out to you, Adrian?
Really, S3 tables is kind of interesting, and being able to, obviously reduce the price of tags for customers by 35%. That's a pretty big deal. But also empowering customers by being able to meet them wherever they are, whatever their tag strategy is, whatever their data retention storage policy is. We're making it a lot easier and far more intuitive for customers to help get the things that they need to get done in an expedient manner and as cost-effective as possible.
Yeah. I also love the collaboration that we saw, making it easier for folks to collaborate across teams and across roles and giving them the governance and the permissions that they need to really succeed, and help them figure out, how do we solve these challenges together or build a project on the same way. And so we saw that in the unified studio.
Yeah, not having to move the mounds of data, the data lakes, the oceans at this point in some instances. It's big. You cannot be underappreciative of the level of effort that it requires to move data in a safe and cohesive way. Being able to analyze it where it is by just letting the right person in with the right amount of permissions is huge.
Yeah, and the collaboration isn't just about between people. I think what I really saw today was the services themselves are actually collaborating a lot more. And like you've got your tables in S3 tables, and you can use all different services, Athena and the Lakehouse and all the other services to get to that data really easily. And I think that's something maybe we're doing that better now than we have in years past, where I think we're awesome at making these individual services, but making sure that they smoothly connected to each other and data flowed back and forth, and that you didn't have to spend a lot of time setting up roles and permissions and so forth. I think we're maturing a bit and getting better at that.
Yeah. AM in the chat asked, did anyone figure out that the key to Pi is lime yet?
The keys to Pi is what?
Lime.
Oh, definitely key lime is a good pie. Although I actually like lemon meringue. You need that meringue with that nice kind of frothy foam to balance out the sharpness of the lemon.
That's the first time that we've heard like a tangy pie or like the meringue today. We had a lot of folks into apple pie. We got some pecan pies.
We did.
Yeah.
We did hear a lot of pizza pie as well as pineapple.
I love pizza more than most folks, and we actually have a pizza oven in our house. So I don't think pizza is a pie. I mean, you can stretch the definition a bit, but if you put dough on top of it, maybe that's not even a deep dish. That's just this weird variant just to suit the definition. So I'm not sold.
I'm gonna say it sounds definitely more like a casserole at that point.
It does. Gosh. Yeah.
I could see this being a challenge for vector search to help us answer that we just saw from John. Traditionally someone might say pizza is a pie, but how could we dig a little bit deeper in there? Jeff is saying no.
Just because it's shaped like a pie doesn't make it a pie. So I've got a really important question though for the two of you. I love puns, and I love to actually kind of twist my brain in weird ways. But okay. let's see. So we talked about some cool features today. One of the most important ones we talked about. Okay, that feature intersects with a boat and it sinks. What is the only logical name for that boat today?
Well, Titanic. Titanic hitting the iceberg. I don't know. You got me.
Keep on thinking. It'll come to you.
Pi.
You're so close. You're so close. You got it. Yes, the Titanic.
Titanic.
Oh, Jeff.
I actually tried really hard to get an AI to come up with that pun, and it would not come up with it. And I finally gave it the answer, and it kind of reversed and complimented me that it was a good pun. So,
Oh.
yeah, so I won't be replaced with AI anytime soon in my puns.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned AI and replacement. There's been an ongoing effort for going on 8 of my 9 years at AWS where folks have been trying valiantly to build a bot called Yo Adrian to kind of get me to scale out and be a better source of truth that is far less grumpy and more personable by dumping everything in my brain into it. And it's been a pretty cool thing to be a part of. And hopefully at some point I can augment myself a little bit or augment capabilities of others and get them to learn cool things that I might know. The useless movie trivia and pop culture references, I don't think I'm going to dump those in because ultimately at the end of the day, they only benefit me.
But those would actually be the easiest to automate, right? Because all that data is there. So making a bot that actually like asks you a quick question to make sure you're human from trivia might be kind of a cool thing to do.
So kind of flipping the script a little bit, instead of the captcha saying verify you're human, we're going to verify that you're a bot.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
And then do what either allow or disallow that based on your preference.
I like it. I dig it. You're dropping some knowledge bombs.
I like that idea. I want one that just when someone just messages me, hi, ... it just blocks them forever.
Auto block null
Auto
route
block,
forever.
yes.
Someone in the chat says, I need a punny bot. I could do that.
Yeah, sure.
AM might be my very own punny bot because
Could
he
be AM.
asked, what about a pirate ship?
But I don't think he realizes that 3.14% of all sailors are pirates.
Yes, approximately.
Well, that is
You know, Jasmine,
incredible.
you did mention chicken pot pie, which I do think was kind of definitely a good variation on the pie concept. But that
Yeah.
definitely is a
You
pie.
consider that one a pie? Okay,
That's a pie,
definitely.
right?
Most definitely pie. Okay.
But
I like it.
I'm not sure what the pot part of it is. With the chicken and the pie, I'm not quite sure what.
I'm not either. I don't know where that came from
Okay.
because it's more of a dish that it's
Yeah.
in, but you know,
Should just be chicken pie.
it's.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Exactly.
That feels odd.
You know what is not odd?
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot about shop. We had great interactions with chat. Chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us all day. Certainly our cups feel like they runneth over, but we would be incomplete without talking about our favorite mascot of all time.
Our favorite mascot of all time. Who
Yeah.
could it be?
Who could it be?
Who could it
Who
be?
could it be?
everyone
It's
is here?
Buckets.
Buckets.
Hey, Buckets.
Hello, Buckets. Happy birthday, Buckets.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Buckets.
birthday.
We're so excited to have you. It is always a hit and wonderful to have you. We don't know what we would do without you.
We would not.
All this pie is for you, Buckets. Yes, for you, for your birthday, the celebration of Amazon S3. But it's really all about you, the viewers, in addition to Buckets. So we want to thank you for being here with us, coming with us on this live stream journey. We've been here for quite a few hours. We thank you for watching us. Take the time to like, comment, subscribe.
Absolutely.
We appreciate our entire crew, our product management team here, all of our product marketers, and of course our ASL interpreters, cast and crew that make this all possible.